It's time for the best in Japanese football. Welcome along to the J1 League Goal Zone Show. 200 goals already scored in the league, and we have more heading your way. Round 9 kicked off with S-Pulse hosting Consadole Sapporo and the Reds visiting the Toyota Stadium to face Nagoya. League leaders Kawasaki welcomed Oita at the Todoroki Stadium, and the Marinos with a tricky fixture against Kashiwa. Two matches played on Sunday saw Hiroshima at home to Shonan and Cerezo up against FC Tokyo. Let's begin at the IAI Stadium, Nihon Daira. Shimizu S-Pulse managed to avoid defeat in the last round to the Reds and were up against Hokkaido Consadole Sapporo, looking to bounce back from their second loss of the season. Mark Richmond has your commentary.
The angle's opened up, a little fortuitous. Kaneko, he's asked for handball, and I think the referee's going to give it. And I think the referee might have been given this penalty. Kaneko's shot came off Takamine probably, and not Suga. There we go, the number 4, sprawling, trying his very best to keep it out, and he's given away a penalty. The number 30 was given the responsibility of putting Shimizu in the lead before the break. Arano still talking to him, still talking as he steps up for this. And that talk is just put into the washing machine to dry, because Consadole Sapporo have to rework themselves at the break, and they face a deficit now. Kaneko took it in the best spirit as he flashes a smile and says, "You can talk all you want. This is my answer." Suzuki and Suga lining up. Musashi Suzuki! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. That's why there's an added incentive whenever he's in the squad. That's why they always feel that they're going to score when he's in the squad. Oh, what a turn that one was by Carlinhos. Would have sprinted away and clear already, because it was a static centre-back, and it's 2 yellows and a red. Takamine departs. Petrovic cannot believe it. And after controlling for all of the second half, he now finds himself behind the 8 ball and on the back foot after this very clever turn by Carlinhos. Well, Carlinhos was in the box hoping for a floater to him. Renato invited to take a shot on! You do not give a player of his abilities that sort of invitation, because he will take it on and devour. Renato Augusto with a yum bang of a boom. Tiracine, Elsinho. Tiracine's gone inside the penalty box. Elsinho, Carlinhos, surely now. Yes, there. Carlinhos Jr. sealing the 3 points for Shimizu S-Pulse with his 3rd of the season. It's a goal that his overall performance absolutely deserves, and he dances his way into the box, Samba style, Samba skill. 2 Brazilians making the difference for Shimizu at the final reckoning. Couple of shots from outside the box, a toe poke from inside which has gone wide, but it doesn't matter because Carlinhos and Renato have scored those 2 important second half goals. 3 points, 3 goals for Shimizu. They win this one by 3-1.
Nagoya's failure to produce a goal in the last round saw them fall to their first loss at the hands of Kashiwa. They would have no such problems against a visiting Urawa side at the Toyota Stadium this time. Match commentary provided for you by Patrick Kinghorn.
Well, they might lead this to Kanazaki. Oh, point blank, he's not offside. They must score surely, and they do. Well, shambolic defending from the Urawa Red Diamonds. They were waiting for a flag that never came. There is no VAR. The replay is going to be fascinating. Of a quite peculiar passage of play. Here's Kanazaki with another great ball. They could be in again here if the ball is right. They are in again, and it's 2 in 2 minutes for Grampus. And Naoki Maeda has doubled their lead. Astonishing scenes here. The Red Diamonds have capitulated It's Mateus over the corner ball. They play it short. Second phase, heads are up and it's 3! Goodness gracious me! 3 goals in 70 minutes. And Joe Schmidt has surely put this game to bed with just over a quarter of an hour gone. And you have to say the Red Diamonds defending from that corner was atrocious. Tsuyoshi Otsuki looks on. Joe Schmidt's got the ball up his jumper. And the Red Diamonds got a massive headache. There's 4 white shirts around 1 Nagoya player there. They're so quick on the second phase, and the flag's down. They're in again for 4 before half-time! Red Diamonds in disarray. Grampus, well, I joked about them heading for 8 before the start of the match. Who bet against it now? Nagoya Grampus 4, the Urawa Red Diamonds 0. There's a happy camper, Massimo Fisadenti. Absolutely extraordinary. Red Diamonds with a lazy pass. Grampus, despite committing to defence, what a lovely passage of play that was. And they get one back before half-time. Post saves Nagoya Grampus from seeing the Reds get a goal out of nothing. It was a decent effort, that. But unable to find the back of the net was Yamanaka, and all of a sudden at the other end it could get even worse. Is this 5? It is! Gabriel Xavier comes to the Grampus party, and seconds after Yamanaka hits the woodwork for the Red Diamonds, Nagoya Grampus have made this the most extraordinary first half of football in J1 this season. Get the abacus out, folks, because this could get ugly in the second half. Tsuyoshi Otsuki, never mind 3 substitutes at half-time, he might want to make all 5. Well, there is some sympathy because that was a decent effort from Yamanaka, but clearly it was an effort out of nothing, almost born out of frustration. But look what Nagoya Grampus did on the counter, as they've done brilliantly. The Tokyo sub, but here's a chance for Urares to get one back. And is it going to go to Leonardo? It is. Well, I shan't say the comeback's on and you won't see a scrappier goal all season, but at least they've got one back, and that's something for Tsuyoshi Otsuki. Leonardo's 5th of the campaign, his ugliest of the campaign, that's for sure. And we've got 6 goals inside 48 minutes here at the Toyota. Yoshida, they get it to Gabriel Xavier, scorer of the 5th. And here's Kanazaki, square ball, and there it is, it's 6-1. When is this ever going to end? And he's now got 4. Naoki Maeda makes it 6-1, just seconds after the Red Diamonds get their first. Shot from range, off the post again, was it? I think it was. And is it Yamanaka again that's hit the woodwork? The other end now, Red Diamonds trying to get the better of Nakatani, and they might do that, and they'll get another one back. Leonardo with his 2nd of the game, and it's 6-2. 8 goals, 15 minutes to go. And Mitch Langerak, well, he was appealing for handball for the first one that was never going to be given. I'm not sure what he's appealing for there. From a personal point of view, Leonardo goes to 6th to the campaign, which puts him 2nd in the Golden Boot race. And let's see how he managed to fire this one past the Australian. And let's see what Mitch Langerak is appealing for here. Maybe just appealing for some help from his defence, because Yoshida arguably should have done better there. You cannot give Leonardo that kind of space. Now played 30 seconds on top of the 3 minutes. You can't see where much more is going to come from. And in fact, that will do it. Masaki Iamoto blows the full time in an extraordinary evening here at the Toyota Stadium. It's finished here. Grampus 6, Red Diamonds 2.
Sagan Tosu travelled to the Kashima Soccer Stadium to face a home side who had striker Everaldo in great form, having scored 5 in their last 4 matches, and they would be favourites to take this one. And it was Everaldo who almost scored in the 15th minute. No VAR, no goal line technology, so difficult to give that one to Everaldo, 0-0. No goals in the first half, and Sagan Tosu's best effort of the game came in time added on for stoppages at the end of the first period. Cho Dong-gyeon having his shot parried away. Cho had another opportunity early in the second half, this time driving one from distance, but again the goalkeeper getting his body behind the ball. 22 minutes left and still no goals. Everaldo still proving himself a handful, getting the ball over to Ryuji Izumi, who couldn't quite get his head to it. But Izumi did make contact just 1 minute later, bringing that header down nicely on his chest and ramming the ball home with his left foot. Having finally gone a goal up, they'd find it quite easy to get a second. Lovely back heel from Somena, very coolly played square by Izumi, and that's Everaldo to make it 2-0. Kawasaki Frontale hosted Oita Trinita at the Todoroki Stadium. The away side, in poor form, having lost their last 4 games, would face an uphill battle against the league leaders. And sure enough, it only took Kawasaki 5 minutes to score, the ball eventually falling to Kaoru Mitoma just inside the penalty area, but that shot really should have been stopped by the goalkeeper, Mun Kyung-gun. More defensive calamities in the 24th minute. Oita Trinita's defence first of all give the ball away and then badly misjudge a challenge as Leandro Damian makes his way towards goal and putting Kawasaki 2-0 up. 2-0 at the half, and Kawasaki were looking for a third early on in the second period. Diego Matias with a good cross, Damian's header just wide. This game was all about the home team, the visiting defence with really no answers to the pressure. Yu Kobayashi with a shot here, but at least the goalkeeper was able to stand his ground this time. There would be no further goals in this one, but the pressure continued to come from Kawasaki. In the 66th minute here, Ao Tanaka hitting the upright, 2-0 to the home side. We're at the halfway point in the J1 League Goal Zone show. 5 more matches coming your way when we return. You're watching the J1 League Goal Zone show, bringing you highlights from round 9 of Japan's top flight. Kashiwa Reysol travelled to Nissan Stadium with Olunga in fine form and leading the goal scorers chart. Reigning champions, the Yokohama Marinos, were showing slow signs of improvement after grinding out a win last week and would hope to halt Reysol's run of 4 straight victories. Here's Shazad Haq.
Flag stays down and Olunga is set. He's got a teammate right across. Has he done the right thing there? Because Esaka was in a great position. He apologises. It's coming through. Oh, on the turn. And the first big save really from Nakamura. Olunga, again, left on his own devices. Just seemed to take a little too long on the ball. Eric now. Edgar Junior, Marcos Junior. Straight at the goalkeeper. No mistake there from Nakamura. Kida. There's Marcos Junior, nice little return pass. Eric. Sure he didn't mean to do it that way. A bit of a problem here. Olunga, can he go for it? The keeper's off his line. He's opted not to try and chip him. It's still Olunga. Oh, that's a brilliant finish from the man in form. And he shows just why he's the hottest striker in Japanese football at the moment. A poor bit of defending from Koike. Park Hyo-gru was always retreating. Nice work from Koike. Now Onaiwu. Amano. Onaiwu! Oh, it's a great goal from Yokohama F. Marinos. Fantastic interchange of passes. He deserves a goal. He's worked really hard since he's come on. He started things off here Great work with Juno Mano, and he's toe-poked that in, hasn't he? Well, it brings to an end an entertaining game that was very tactical. Two contrasting styles here. And the final score in the Nissan Stadium, it's Yokohama F. Marinos 1, Kashiwa Reysol 1.
Third placed Gamba Osaka hosted a struggling Yokohama FC who had lost 4 games in a row. The visitors would need more firepower in their attack to get anything out of this one. We're only in the 3rd minute as Takashi Usami takes this free kick. Yuta Minami struggles to keep the ball out of goal. Shinya Yajima pushes that one wide. In the 34th minute, the ball falls to Kosuke Onose outside the box. His shot takes a significant deflection from Ademilson, and that's 1-0. But Yokohama would get back on level terms on the hour mark. Some poor defending allows Yusuke Minigawa to steal the ball. Koki Saito with the equaliser. Saito would have another good opportunity just 6 minutes later, getting on the end of Maguinho's cross, but Higashiguchi in the right place at the right time. And Higashiguchi would earn his week's wages, getting an important leg in the way of Minagawa's shot in the 76th minute. And there was simply no denying the 34-year-old goalkeeper. With 4 minutes left, Leandro Dominguez's shot, this time, tipped over the bar. And off the back of that very solid goalkeeping, Gamba would get the winner 4 minutes into injury time. Patrick meeting the corner with his head, and that's a 2-1 win. It had been a mixed start to the season for Vissel Kobe, and they were looking for better fortunes against Vegalta Sendai, who hadn't won a game in their last 6. Seems like it was a weekend for dodgy defending. Gotoku Sakai guilty this time. Kunimitsu Sekiguchi with the shot that he couldn't quite get on target. Yet more calamitous defending. Vissel Kobe first of all dispossessed in their own half, and then Koji Hachisuka with the cross, Dankler deflecting this one into his own goal. With defensive performers like that, the best thing Vissel Kobe could do was get the ball into their opponent's half. Yuta Goke with the header, not too far away. But it wasn't long before they were under pressure again. Takuma Nishimura unleashing from just outside the box, saved and onto the post for a corner. Into the second half, and the post would deny Sekiguchi again, weaving his way past a couple of players, gets his shot away, but it remains 1-0. On the balance of play, it was no surprise when Vegalta scored again. Good work from Hachisuka on the left, Shuhei Akasaki with the second. 13 minutes left and still plenty of time for Vissel Kobe to get back into this one. Little bit of magic from Iniesta with the ball in, but Yutaro Oda's header straight at the goalkeeper. And Oda was involved again when they pulled one back just 4 minutes from time. Playing in the ball from the right, Noriaki Fujimoto with the goal, having hit the underside of the crossbar first. 90 seconds left, and would Vissel Kobe get their equaliser? It was Oda again, but Jakub Slowik with a fine match-winning save. Sanfrecce met Shonan Bellmare at home after securing their first win in 5 matches the week before. Shonan at the bottom of the table with only 1 win would find it tough going at the Edion Stadium. Sanfrecce were clearly finding it difficult breaking down that bank of 4 or 5 defenders on the edge of the penalty area, so Reina's chance came from distance, but it wasn't good enough to get past the goalkeeper. If you can't get through them, try going round them. That's exactly what Yoshifumi Kashiwa tried to do from the left-hand side. It was a good cross. Yuya Asano heading onto the upright. And it was from wide areas that the first goal eventually came. In the 46th minute, Sho Sasaki's cross finds Asano, and that's 1-0 to the home team. Looking for a second goal 9 minutes into the second half, Leandro Pereira drills that one towards the goalkeeper. Kosai Tani's legs were good enough. Morishima had played a big part in that previous move, and it was his shot that got Tani working hard again in goal. With 12 minutes left, it was Leandro Pereira's turn to be denied by Tani, diving away to his left and pushing that one away. But just when it looked like 19-year-old Tani might be embarrassed, this shot from just about the halfway line from Pereira came back off the upright. FC Tokyo would have been desperate to respond after their shock loss to Sagan Tosu the week before, but the visitors faced a tough task as they met a solid Cerezo Osaka side who were unbeaten in their last 4. Here's Shazad Haq.
Here's Ogawa. Nice work from the Brazilian. Lovely pass into the feet of Nagai. And no real power in the end from that shot from Takashi. From Seko. Oh, it's a great ball in. Straight to the keeper though. And a good save from Hatano. Matsuda almost finding a way through Bruno Mendes. Danger's not over yet. Just past the post. Fujita with the shot. Now surging forward. Leandro combining well with his compatriots. No real power on the shot from Diego Oliveira. Bruno Mendes wanted the return ball, didn't get it. Arthur. Now wide. Hashi getting involved and straightforward again, you'd say, for the keeper. It was a powerful shot, and it took a wicked bounce just in front of the keeper. Again, they've defended them fairly well, and that was that creeping in, the shot from Maruhashi. He's been fairly solid, hasn't he? The goalkeeper, Hatano, for Cerezo Osaka! Oh, cleared off the line, was it, by Jin Hyun? They're saying that went behind in these final few seconds. That's it, final whistle is gone. In a game with not too many chances, well, clear-cut opportunities anyway. I think both keepers would say they made one save each. Final score is Cerezo Osaka 0, FC Tokyo 0.
Here's a summary then of how it all went down in round 9. Shimizu topped Hokkaido 3-1 for their second win of the season. Nagoya smashed 6 goals past a stunned Urawa for all 3 points. And Kawasaki were untroubled at home, pocketing their 8th consecutive win. The Marinos and Reysol shared the points while Cerezo and Tokyo played out a goalless affair at the Yanmar Stadium. Kawasaki then sitting pretty at the top with 25 points. Gamba taking over second spot from local rivals Cerezo with just a point separating them. A win for Hiroshima lifts them into the top half in 8th place on 13 points. Kobe's loss at home drops them into the bottom half of the table, with Sendai and Shimizu making good progress upwards. A third straight loss for Belmare sees them remain in last place on just the 4 points. That wraps up another edition of the J1 League Goal Zone show. We'll be back with more in a week. I'm Steve Dawson, and we'll see you next time.